physics research speed.
I have recruited an admiral to help me deal with the Church of Light. Silvio de Alessandro. He's aggressive, plus 20% fire rate, and is now the commander of the UGA First Fleet.
So we've found one of the mass extinction research planets. There's a chilly planet. The planet of interest in this system is covered in layer upon layer of dense ices of varying composition. Apparently, it was once home to a more varied and pleasant biomes. So I have a special project to research this this particular world as part of our quest to find out if we can stop the extinction event that is soon to come to pass on our own homeworld. And I'm going to redo my... I'll unpause and redo my survey queue.
Okay, cultist marauders encountered.
What is going on?
In Norgon, the Norgon Star. We have sighted ships flying the Church of Light in the Norgon system. They have charged weapons and are moving to intercept us. Run, science ship, run.
Get the hell out of there. Alright, so we've discovered void clouds. A cloud, reads the odd report, collated from multiple sources, like a cloud of luminous star stuff billowing in the dark. The report goes on to refer to the phenomenon somewhat poetically as a void cloud. It is evident to the priesthood of the Aether of a Concord that these clouds are heralds, animated by some higher will. And this is an event that your response to it changes very much based on your ethos. There are a lot of those. Exactly who or what this will belongs... Exactly who or what this will belongs is the subject of heated debate. I think that could use some proofreading as well. And is likely to remain so for the foreseeable future until such time as the void cloud's true nature can be ascertained. It would be perhaps prudent to treat the immense power evident in its roiling motion with some caution. So, conduit for the divine or not, they must be studied, or we leave the matter in the capable hands of our admirals. I think we would study them. So I'm going to pick... We do want to study a conduit to the divine. That is very much in line with our mission as the Aetherova to identify the causes of disharmony in the galaxy and bring them to an end. I'm going to be oh no, I'm not even halfway to influence cap.
Ladies and gentlemen, construction of the first colony ship for the UGA has commenced.
Excellent.
And we've researched space combat doctrine, and we can immediately research either planetary unification, galactic ambitions, or reactive formations. So that's an incredibly difficult decision for the UGA. I am going to go with planetary unification because it unlocks edicts, propaganda broadcasts, and RP-wise, they're fighting Church of Light dissidents right now. So
yeah, that makes sense. So on Moodstrom 3A, this little frozen moon, an unnatural shift in the atmosphere's chemical makeup resulted in the slow but irreversible onset of an ice age, one that began before the formation of the Aether of a Concord and is likely to persist long after our passing. The exact cause remains unknown, but probable explanations include failed terraforming attempts or even intraplanetary terrorism. Some of the more radical elements within the scientific community on Aial suggest that the dramatic climate shift may have been brought on by the unchecked emission of gaseous industrial byproducts into the atmosphere. This view is confined to the scientific fringe, as it is unlikely that any race intelligent enough to achieve full industrialization would be stupid enough to accidentally wipe themselves out. Got some political commentary in there from our good friends in Sweden about greenhouse gases. So,
they have opinions.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yep.
They're opinionated.
They are some opinionated Swedes. And they're not wrong, necessarily. So, I'm going to build another hydroponic farm. I'm probably spamming too much food here, actually, but I'm wanting to build up my core area before I spend a lot of resources on colonization. So, move here, and by the time you get there, you'll probably have enough money to build a mining station. this is kind of how I tend to play Stellaris. I play fairly tall in a 4X sense, where I build up my home planet and then I start expanding out. So once I've saturated
Real quickly, I want to thank everyone who's tuned in today. This is a lot of fun, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to find this video and the video from my perspective.
Right.
Going on.
We're gonna try to upload those in some sort of logical fashion where you can watch from either perspective, until such a time as we get our media server set up and we can broadcast from 2 computers at once. So that is a goal that we would like to achieve,
and we're getting there.
Yep.
The Loresworn Order has grown just tremendously, really, in just the last 40 or 50 days.
Yeah, I mean, really, it was the exposure we got from the Stellaris multiplayer event, and all of our Stellaris content, like the builds article, has taken it to a point where this was something we were doing as like a hobby and a side project to something where it's like we're actually kind of making money and turning this into a business. So
yeah, I'm our resident business guy. I'm currently drawing up our business plans, our paperwork, etc., etc. My initial projections for LSO were 15 to 18 months out when I started this in February, and they've leapt up to like 6. So we're extremely thankful for that. As a JD and a guy with a lot of business experience, helping run companies and whatnot, I'm incredibly delighted at what's going on right now.
We've got crystalline entities blocking our research in Ezok, so that's not the greatest.
No, it's not. I'm actually I'm building up some fleet power as soon as this colony ship is done, which is now. Awesome, ladies and gentlemen, the O'Hare has been built. If you could pause it for me, I want to take some pictures of this.
Take some pics of your first colony ship.
The O'Hare, ladies and germs.
Apparently they're naming all the colony ships after overcrowded airports on Earth.
That's both funny and extremely sadly accurate. All right, so the USS O'Hare, or the UGS O'Hare, is now colonizing a planet entitled Sirius 3. Let's see what happens. You may unpause.
All right. And it should give it a new, like, better name once the ship actually gets there.
I'm certain it will.
Yeah. The funniest one is New Roanoke. Like, oh yeah, let's name the first off-world Earth colony after
That's
like
not a bad omen at all.
a horribly failed attempt at colonizing on Earth.
Exactly, because that's not a bad omen at all.
No.
As I was saying, not a bad omen at all.
No, not in the slightest.
So I currently have 2 deflector shields on all of my Corvettes. They are the Phalanx class Corvette. I am currently building my fleet up, just sort of little by little, to go confront those Church of Light SOBs.
Oh, we got another step in our mass extinction. So one of the planets orbiting this star bears the still open wounds of some past calamity. Its surface is a roiling sea of half-melted minerals boiling into a superheated atmosphere. But astronomers claim that it may once have supported life. So we're going to study yet another world that might give us clues how to avoid our own extinction.
I like that. I like that a lot.
This is a very cool quest to have popped up for this species in particular, with the backstory I had in mind for them.
This is my early economy is just dynamic. I'm currently colonizing a planet and still have +6. Pause for me.
Oh yeah.
Energy credits. Alrighty. The first human colony. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of several continents that can be found on Tokugawa. This temperate forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into an administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first human city on an alien world. A great day for the United Global Alliance.
That's gonna be a Chronicle episode there, for sure.
Absolutely. So the world is entitled Tokugawa, which is a fun tribute to the history of one of the UGA's member nations.
The funny thing is, I wanted to focus on society research. I have not found a single system that gives you society research.
Yeah, I'm all about society research and engineering
Okay.
research right now.
So this molten world, we'll zoom in to get a good look at it. Mass extinction, molten. So the unfortunate fate of the planet can be laid squarely at the feet of cosmic whims. Some gravitational disturbance. After eyeing the system's sun with some suspicion, our scientists named a transient space-time anomaly as the likely culprit, forced the planet from its natural orbit to one much too close to the sun. Although the planet is slowly spiraling out towards its original orbit, it has been cooking in the residual heat from the star ever since.
Wow.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
That is terribly unlucky. I do feel bad for whoever they were.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. It's too late to do anything about it now. I mean, they're extra crispy, but had we come across you sooner, we might have invited you back to Ayal for a nice
Alien proto-civilization discovered.
Okay.
Survey of Ecenth 1 has revealed that certain regions of the planet are home to a primitive alien proto-civilization. Our probes show that their Neolithic culture has mastered fire and developed a rudimentary spoken language, but we have yet to see any evidence of metallurgy or written communications. Interesting.
So humanity has discovered its first sentient aliens, and they are Neolithic.
There is signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this habitable world, the same world we discovered that proto-civ.
Oh,
So-
man. The possibilities for what we're going to write about all of this are just...
This story is turning out better than my wildest dreams,
That's
personally.
the thing. Like, I knew it was going to happen. I knew once we actually started playing the game, like, the stuff that ended up happening was way cooler than the stuff we had planned out originally, and that's one of the reasons I love Paradox.
The stuff we'd planned out was all just sort of super loose. And
Yeah, it was like, well, I guess we can sort of have backstory for these guys, but
if we want.
yeah.
Oh, the Ute Empire. Pause.
All right.
We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Ecenth 1. Our scientists think they inhabited this region of stars roughly 6 million years ago, based on the age of these artifacts. The aliens call themselves the Ute, Y-U-H-T, and appear to have been very large and flat arthropod analogs. It seems a single individual could reach a length of nearly 100 meters as an adult, and was apparently exceedingly rare for more than 2 or 3 Ute to travel on board the same starship. Begins the precursors, the Ute event chain.
So you have unlocked the precursor event chain for our galaxy,
I have.
and I have an anomaly. On Tarazid 5, by chance we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no messages. Could it be a distress transponder? Well, let's find out.
Let us find out. Indeed. Let us.
So, yeah, we will slowly unlock more steps of that precursor quest as time goes on, and hopefully be able to finish it. Some of the clues end up being hidden, like, way out in the middle of nowhere, but we'll definitely try to discover who the Ute were and what happened to them.
It's a UGA goal. One of our edicts is this is what we're here to find out. What happened to other alien civilizations?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know about you. I have more influence than I know what to do with, and I'm about to fulfill my president's re-election mandate.
Here we go. Mummified pilot. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species, maybe a human, have been found drifting high in orbit over Terra Z5. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit, complete with a helmet, and maybe a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle, only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. So here's what I'm thinking. doing some story building on the fly. Maybe this was a an unfortunate test pilot of a wormhole device that didn't exactly work properly, and he just got like ejected out into space 100 years ago or something, and so the first human we come across happens to be dead.
Interesting.
What do you think of that possibility?
Part of the SSC Mihoshi says, "Whoa, maybe part of the church. Maybe
Maybe they have had FTL travel longer than they have.
Maybe thus the conspiracy goes even deeper than we think.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, is my construction ship fleeing from a space amoeba? Yes, they are. They are not the most intrepid people you will ever meet.
Nor should they be.
No, I mean, not necessarily.
It's okay, you guys. It's okay. How much influence do you have, out of curiosity?
I have 497, and the cap to begin with, I think, is 1,000.
Wow, we might get there. That's pretty cool.
So if you are about to cap out, I would go to Earth and under Planet Summary enact an edict of some sort.
Very good. My first fleet has been upgraded. They're shielded and rather powerful. That's
By
awesome.
the way, I am now researching Power Hub Level 1, which will boost the energy production of all other energy-producing buildings on Ial. So we are becoming a much more sophisticated planetary civilization at the moment.
Very good.
And actually, I'm going to clear this tile blocker because I want to put my hub here and a power plant here. That will give me better efficiency in the long run.
The space amoebas are causing us trouble.
What are they? Are they just chasing your ships around?
Yep, and I'm kind of boxed in, it would appear.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of enemies on all sides.
Epsilon aliens.
There you go.
I think at some point one of these is going to have to be sentient because there's only so many of the non-sentient races you can possibly run into.
That's true.
Construction complete.
So I'm going to build a power hub. Oh, I can't build a power hub yet, so I'll build a power plant right here.
Very good. The birth of space piracy.
Oh, great. So you got both of the hostile same race encounters.
Yep. New ruler mandate. Heidi DeStefano has been elected as president of the UGA. And unfortunately, Esteban's mandate was unfulfilled. Alrighty, and here we go. Civilian travel in space becomes a more commonplace. Several powerful criminal organizations on Earth have sensed an opportunity to expand their operations. They have converted a number of civilian freighters into improvised warships with which they raid civilian shipping lanes for booty. They've called themselves the Star Wretches, and that they operate from some sort of hidden space facility. Every effort must be made to bring these criminals to justice. Luckily, I have a really powerful fleet. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can bring it on, actually.
Not too worried about the space pirates.
I'm not. I am just not worried about them in the least. Alright, and my new ruler's mandate is one for orbital research, and here they come. Alright. Would you mind pausing for me?
Sure.
So, the UGA First Fleet is on its way to battle with our space pirate enemies. We have researched our improved spaceport. We are going to next research Betharian refining. Absolutely. Special resources, always good. Okay, and go ahead.
All right.
We will.
You might be able to pause the game too. If you click up in the top right corner, does it let you pause?
It does not.
Okay.
They're gonna probably mess up one of my research stations. It looks like that sucks.
Oh, it happens.
Yep, these wretches with their.
Man, I'm getting to the point where I'm boxed in by non-sentient hostiles, so I can't really.
Here comes the UGA First Fleet. I have a leader and a significant power advantage here. So this should be, as they say, a good kicking.
So, I've researched the Epsilon alien. It's ancient mining drones. Reports of deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation, established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves. Judging by the state of the processing equipment, the drones possess powerful mining lasers and make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile, overtures towards Rashat vessels when approached. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the Aethera Concord. So we're going to establish a listening post and do mining drone observation. Oh, I didn't finish the Void Cloud observation either, so I want to do both of those. Void Clouds are a quest we definitely want to finish, because that's in line with our race's goals.
Indeed. Yep. All right. I'm going to. I lost my my research station, or did I? I didn't. Yes. And here comes the first fleet to the rescue.